Serie A Juventus vs Udinese prediction, team news, lineups preview. Still clinging on to a precious top 4 place, Juventus play their final home game of the Serie A season when they welcome Udinese to Turin on Sunday. In a battle of the Bianconeri, Juve need points to aid their Champions League quest, while the visitors are already bound for a mid-table finish. Match preview. With 2 rounds remaining, there are still a quartet of teams within 2 points of 4th place in Serie A, and Juventus head the pack as an incredibly tight race reaches its final bend. As things stand, Juve occupy 4th spot on 64 points, level with Lazio, while Roma are 6th on 63 and Coppa Italia winners Bologna sit 7th on 62. The fallen giants could have been carrying a 3-point advantage into the penultimate match day. But Pierre Calliolu's red card proved costly against direct rivals Lazio last week. Randall Kolo Muani's goal had put the Bianconeri on track for a 1-0 win at Stadio Olimpico, but his French compatriot was later sent off before the home side netted a dramatic stoppage-time leveler. That brought more frustration for Juve's fans, as a tally of 16 league draws this season is just 1 short of their all-time record, set back in 1955-56. Nonetheless, they have won 7 of their last 8 Serie A home games, after drawing 7 of the previous 9, and interim head coach Igor Tudor boasts a flawless record in Turin. Only 2 Juventus managers have won all of their first 4 home fixtures over the last 50 years, Max Allegri in 2014 and Maurizio Sarri in 2019, but Tudor can join that select club on Sunday. Juve have won 12 of their last 15 league games against Udinese, scoring an average of 2.3 goals in the process, so history suggests Tudor's team can take 1 step closer to the Champions League. In fact, Udinese have scored just 1 goal in the last 6 meetings with their fellow Bianconeri, a run in which they have suffered 5 defeats. The most recent was a 2-0 home reverse in November, though they did prevail on their last visit to the Allianz Stadium, winning 1-0 in February of last year. As Costa Runjaic has led his side to safety with several weeks to spare, a far cry from last term's desperate final day escape, the pressure has been off for some time now, and they are drifting towards the end of the season. Last weekend, top scorer Lorenzo Luca finally ended his long goal drought, but the Friulani still lost 2-1 to Serie B-bound Monza, conceding in the 90th minute. That effectively ended hopes of a top-half finish, as 10th-placed Como, now Italy's form side, are 4 points ahead with just 2 games to play. Curiously, Udinese have won their final away match in 5 of the past 7 years and have scored in all of the last 24, so they will aim to continue in that vein before wrapping up a successful season at home to Fiorentina. Team news. Juventus are faced by a defensive dilemma, as Lloyd Kelly, Andrea Cambiaso, and Federico Gatti are still short of full fitness, while ACL victims Bremer and Juan Cabal have been sidelined for several months. Furthermore, Igor Tudor must do without Pierre Calliolu, who will serve a 2-match ban after his red card for violent conduct against Lazio, and Nicolo Savona also suspended. So, Captain Manuel Locatelli may have to drop back from midfield, where Juve will be missing another regular, Kefren Thuram, due to suspension. In better news for Tudor, Kenan Yildiz is now available. While top scorer Dusan Vlahovic returned from a layoff last week and could be promoted from the bench, but Randall Kolo Muani hopes to keep his place up front, despite recently suffering a drought. The latter has still scored 7 Serie A goals since making his Juve debut in January, and only Capocannoniere favorite Matteo Retegui has netted more 10 during that time. Another mid-season signing? Udinese Umar Solet has completed the most dribbles 24 and 1 possession, the second most times of any Serie A defender this calendar year. He should start alongside Thomas Christensen and Christian Kabasili, as Jaka Bijol is injured. Like their hosts, the Friulani are missing players for disciplinary reasons, with main marksman Lorenzo Luca joining French midfielder Arthur Atta in the stands. Luca's usual strike partner Florian Thauvin is still struggling with a foot problem, so Kaynan Davis could plow a lone furrow up front. Juventus' possible starting lineup: Di Gregorio, Gatti, Locatelli, Vega, Weah, Luiz, McKennie, Cambiaso, Gonzalez, Yildiz, Colomwani. Udinese possible starting lineup: Okoye, Christensen, Kabasili, Solit, Ihizabu, Zaraga, Karlstrom, Lovric, Kamara, Ekalenkamp, Davis. We say, Juventus 2-1 Udinese. Both hit by numerous absences, neither side is particularly adept at retaining leads, so there could be a twist in the tale late on. Udinese have lost 4 Serie A games after leading at half-time, a league high, while only Venezia and Como have dropped more points from winning positions than Juventus 23. Yet, Juve's need for points to finish 4th should see them scrap out a win against aimless mid-table opponents. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.